All right, S. Dot, how's it going?
Yo, what's the word, my boy Cam?
What up, man? Just grinding it out, man. Same as you, getting it.
Yeah, yeah, same type of time. We on the same type of time.
Yeah. Well, we'll get right into it, man. We'll get to know you a little bit better, little bit more about your story and growing up and everything.
For sure,
I think most people know you're from the South Side of Chicago.
for sure.
What was it like for you growing up there?
Shit, man. Well, look, if you a fan of me, I express it in my music a lot. Like it want peaches and cream. That shit was kind of rough, but it want two bags. Like I had my mama and my daddy. A lot of my guys they didn't have no father figure or nothing. They just got lost to the streets and the system and shit. So my pops always was on my ass. So it could have been worse. So I just say I'm blessed, bro. Like I love where I'm from, Chicago. I don't know nothing else, so I can't. That's what it is.
What part of Chicago? I mean, the South Side, right? But I believe you when you were real young, you were in a different part.
Yeah, for sure. I'm from the east side of Chicago, 79th Evans. That's where we originally from. And, a couple of my, guys I call brothers, Breezo, all that. I always been BDN, but it's like mixed crowd over there. But a couple of my guys, they gangsters. That's all like mixed right there. It's just like really it's like a clique. It ain't about what you is right there. So I grew up on that east side and it's real fucked up over there. Like, also my mama, she moved a lot. So I was also from the hundreds. Ada Park, we grew up right there, 111, 112, Aberdeen, Troop, May, all that shit, like, that's all BD land out there. So I had the best of both worlds. I fucked with the gangsters, I fucked with the black disciples. Shit, my daddy, he from out west, he from K-Town. Shit, I'm from over there too, you feel me? So I moved a lot. I used to hate that shit when I was shorty, like my mama, I'd be like, damn, why you move so much? I can't never stay in school for like, no longer than a year. But shit, as I got older, I kind of appreciated that shit because I move around the city and I know a lot of motherfuckers who I'm supposed to know. This big city, you gonna get lost in this motherfucker. So I'm kind of appreciative that she did that shit because I moved through this bitch and I know who I'm supposed to know and, know a lot of real niggas from that situation. So.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like you did move around a lot, man. Oh, so
Yeah.
for people who aren't from Chicago, what's the 100? So you moved from the 100s and then to
Yeah.
600s,
Yeah.
right?
Now let me explain that.
What?
600 ain't been around 10 years. That's what I'm saying. Like when 600 was formed, I'm an original 600. I was there when that shit was formed. The older 600s, they originally Brick City, 59 King Drive, Like Breezo, that's his block also. Like bro from 79, he from over east, but he originally from 59, A lot of motherfuckers don't know the history behind that shit. Like them my people for real. So it ain't like we get on the internet and gotta explain shit. Like niggas know what's up with us, bro. If you know, you know. Niggas know we from, know we do. 600.
Was Brick City originally GD's?
Originally GDs. It's a lot of the older guys who was GDs. I'll say that, cause you can't say that, cause a lot of them come from 59, come from the 6217 building, Calumet, from projects, and that was a BD building. So it was mixed. It wasn't never just all BDs and all, it just got like that, man. That's some new generation shit, man. Gangsters fuck with the BDs. BDs fuck with the gangsters. That's them young niggas all in that GDK, BDK shit. Like, them older guys, man, they want about none of that, man. It's about some money, man. So if you was Brick City, you was getting some money. I won't even speak on who was GD, who was BD. If you was Brick City, you was getting some money, for sure.
Okay. You'd mentioned your dad was from the west side of Chicago, I think.
So,
He was from a hood too.
of course, my pops, he breed. See, the breeds, they from out west, they throw up the trades too. My pops, that's like, I don't know, I could say that's really what reason, like I'm kind of caught in that shit, like trades both ways. That's all I know, that's all I ever seen my pops do, and that's all I ever knew, like, cause shit, that shit around you as a shorty, you can't, it's like a bubble, you can't get out that motherfucker, man. Unless mama move you to some type of suburb and all that, but it's like, even if it's on the outskirts of the city, it get wild. The suburbs, they got wild. So shit, I always was in them trenches. I never stayed in no suburb, none of that shit. We always was in the city. If we weren't in the city, we was somewhere out the city, Ohio, you know, somewhere like gone, but that was growing up. But like since I'd say like 13 to now, I just been straight at the crib. But all me growing up from a shorty to like 13, my OG moved around like every year. We moving. I transferred to the school, it's time to go. You feel me? So I got to meet a lot of real niggas, you know? For real.
How old were you when you moved to 600?
But shit, how old I was? The 6 ain't been around 10. I don't know.
9 years ago.
Right.
Shit, you been
I don't know, I had to be like 13, 14, shorty. Cause all before that, we was over east heavy. You know, fucking around and all that. Like when 600 formed, shit, I was shorty. It been Brick City. I been on 59th with them, you know, that's family. But it's like when that 6 came, it was different. You know, that's a whole different wave. It is a difference, but we the same thing, you know?
So you had family in the area already before you went there?
For sure. Breezy, my family, for real. That's my big bro, for real.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's blood, you know? So yeah, so I been fucking around through them, you know, King Drive, all that, Washington Park area. We been down there fucking around. I'm everywhere he at since a shorty, you know? So the older guys started take kind of me like, damn, shorty, you be out here. Come around. I started coming around and you know how that go. You just, it ain't even like you playing, it ain't go, when we ain't playing that shit, it just went like that. But yeah, I'm an original 600 member.
When I interviewed Tay 600,
Yeah.
he had mentioned that when he was young, like a lot of dudes he went to school with, he ended up being ops with when he got older.
So.
Like I think he mentioned MOB Scrap. Like
Yeah.
they used to be friends when they were like young.
When Scrap was one of them niggas, we knew how to play basketball and shit. And we was goddamn just, you know, rocking with him, you know what I'm saying? He was a little tough guy too. He had some heart, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't scared, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, we was just like, ooh, we gonna fuck with him, you feel me? And we never knew what was gonna grow older and end up becoming of us and Scrap and how that shit was gonna happen. So it's like, these just my thoughts as a kid before all this shit, you know what I'm saying? I know I feel a whole different way about him now, not as like how he is personally, but just like my look on him personally because who he ended up becoming later. But at this point in time, as kids, it's like one of my peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you have any situations like that?
Yeah, it's a lot of that go on, but you know, that's the thing, bro. I just don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, I'm in this street so much, like when it's time for like to get on these cameras and shit, I don't want to talk about them niggas, man. I got Call Me Dadarachi 2 out right now. You know what you know? I don't smoke dead niggas, none of that shit. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I'm from that block, but you know, I'm at peace with all that shit, bro. I'm trying to get some money. I wish the whole city could just come together, man. But you know, it's bloodshed in this shit, so it can't go like that. I lost guys to this shit, so we know how it can't go like that, but look at Atlanta and shit. You know, them guys getting money. I don't really like to talk about that shit. Like, I just want to speak on music. I ain't gonna lie to you, Cam. Man, fuck that shit. 45, that's all I've been focusing on.
At what point did you start rapping?
Shit, like I say, like 10 ago. But I ain't take the shit serious till I was like 13, 14. Been doing this shit. My brother was with me since day one. King Sumo, he was with me. We was in the basement and shit, like, but the shit wasn't for real till we learned how to really, you know, record ourselves and make that shit sound good. And you know, now the little bitches at school, like, I heard your song, and you know, they give you a little energy, that make you want to keep doing it. You motherfuckers supporting you and shit, the guys from the block, like, yeah, you go crazy and playing your shit and sharing your shit on social media. So, yeah, I locked in when I was like 13, 14. I seen I could really get some money with this shit. And I'm good with my words, so that always was a plus with me.
And your brother inspired you to rap?
Yeah, he a big part of that. This 45 King Sumo.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah. And my big brother, he doing time right now. He get out at the end of the year, but he the one who really got me rapping, like, showed me the ropes to this shit. For real, no doubt. But shit, bro can't stay his ass out the can. So he be home end of the year, and we gonna show bro, you know, we gonna get some money with this shit for real, cause he still wanna do this shit. It's just like I'm living he living out his dream through me. Like my brother done did almost 10 in that bitch. But he don't wanna show me how to record myself, how to, from day one, you know, all that. So yeah, any music you ever heard of me on, and that's me. I mix and master all my own shit. I don't let no nigga touch my vocals, all that shit for 10 straight. If you ever heard any of my music, that's me on that shit. So from day one to now, you can hit a progression in that shit. Cause I still learn every day, you know?
You said your brother has to do 10 years and he's getting out at the end of this year?
Yeah, he been dead 10. Different cases, but he steady in and out. Like he'll come home, do 3, get out, go do another 2, go do another, like you feel me? He just did like 10, broke up. So my brother, like, spent his whole like teenage years like in that bitch. But this is what he wanted to do. Like I seen him doing this shit first. I ain't gonna lie. So that shit made me, it did something to me. And I just kept it going. He proud of me though. He called from the can the other day, like, bro, keep going. So yeah, I do this shit for my people, bro, for real.
Who were some of the first rappers that you linked up with when you were rapping?
Shit, my brother right here, all 45s. Like my 45 shit I be hollering, like it's a music group. We ain't no gang or no shit like that. We not none of that shit. We just, this strictly music group. Like we 45 music group. So I got a team of niggas who I've been doing music with for them 10 plus years. Who I got my brother been rocking, been singing on my hooks. 45 Kings Sumo, he been on my second verses and shit. If you go check my first mixtapes, he been on my shit. You know, Prince Snoop, we got a whole doo-wop game mixtape. You feel me? Like 45s, I'm saying niggas. And then it come to 600s, it come to E-Days and the Rondos and the motherfucking LAs and that come, you feel me? But since day one, when I've been recording locked in, it's been 45, for sure.
At what point did you meet Chief Keef?
Shit, I met Soul a long ass time ago, man. This nigga crazy, bro. I don't know, we linked up and shit. I don't know where I bumped heads with my boy at, but we always was from the same area. Like I told you, I've been fucking around down there. So he the first nigga took me in the O, just to mention that, you feel me? One time I'm fucking with him and shit, wow. Parkway, I ain't never been in there, but I always, you know, riding past, you know. This a long time ago. They had some gates up and shit, it wasn't looking like how it is. This one, like, you know, everybody was alive, there wasn't even nobody dead from over there. That's how long ago this shit was. Probably just Keita had passed, but all they homies and shit was still alive. I know all the original O blocks. Since a shorty, I've been over there, you know? So it's like, man, bro, woo. He through the gate talking to me. I'm standing on King Drive. I'm outside the O. I'm like, what up, bro? Woo, what's up? Woo. He in the whole O outside. They out there. They stay outside. He, man, come in the gate. I'm looking at these niggas. I don't know these niggas. I'm from down the street, but you know, we politic and rotate, but I don't know these guys. Man, these niggas come in the gate. On 4th grade, we shorties. I come in the gate, eat. Y'all see him right here? This my brother. Y'all see him? That's what it is. On phone, and ever since that day, it's been straight genuine love with them guys. Like, I know all them guys. It hurt my soul to hear anything happen to one of them niggas, cause you know I've been around them guys. R.I.P. my boy White too, by the way. That's my brother. You know, J Money. R.I.P. my niggas, boy. O Block. It's O Block ME. You know. Don't even lie.
So were you guys recording music that early, that young?
Yeah, that's who I first, yeah, other than 45 shit, other than motherfuckers, my family shit, niggas from the area, Sosa was the first nigga I started recording with. Him and DJ Ken had a studio on like 55th in Indiana, like on Blackgate and shit. I know you ain't from here and shit, it's right there, shit, that's the hood. So I used to fuck around with them over there sometime, but bro, we be there in that bitch, he down there, lived in there with DJ Ken, like. He sending me shit. We got a mixtape. We got like 2 mixtapes. We had you know when MySpace was popping, you can go on my old MySpace, me and Sosa got songs like, it was like that. He had sent a song from him and DJ Ken locked in all night. I do my own recording from the house. So he'll be over there with Ken, send me the track, bam, send it right back. Or I send him the shit, he send it right back. Like it was working like that. I'm talking about every day we locked in and we just wanted to post that shit on MySpace, folks. We ain't want no money or nothing. We just wanted to get some views. This how young we was. Also, he was, speaking of MySpace, folks was doing like, he do like graphic designs and shit. He was making my MySpace layouts. Nigga don't know that. Like, Sosa was, that man smart than a motherfucker. He acts slow. You hear me? He acts slow, but that man really intelligent. So he showed me a lot of shit with the music. Yeah, me and bro started together. I just had a conversation with that man the other day for like 2 hours. Just chopping it up, man. I ain't talked to Sosa since he took off. And that's crazy too, cause just, we was like this. And we politicked and now I see where it's headed and shit, it's still all love, but shit. I started with soul, man. We got shit from back in the day. I just found the old ass CD with our old ass shit on it. That shit sound funny as hell, man. Keef, tweak it off that shit. But yeah, that's my boy, Glow Gang. I fuck with them.
How was it seeing Chief Keef, blow up the way he did back then?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit put a drive in everybody who was around. Cause man, nigga, I was like, you see how me and bro sitting shoulder to shoulder? That's how me and Sosa was. So when he took out, bro, that made me realize this shit for real. And when we had that conversation the other day, I got on his ass. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, bro, you left me out in these trenches. You know you did, bitch. You took off 10 years ago. I'm still out here. He like, nah, I'm gonna come for my real niggas, man. He said, but every time I come for my real niggas, by the time I come reach for niggas always sneak this, and I felt them and shit. A lot of shit that went on with him. He don't trust. You feel me? He don't trust, I feel him, but at the same time, sure you know what he know, man. I'm one of them real day one niggas, so it was all love, man. But yeah, him blowing up showed me I could really do this shit. If he could do it, I could do it. For sure.
Was there any change in like the hood and the streets and everything? Like when he started to blow up?
Hell yeah, boy, it was busting. Outside was busting. I ain't gonna lie, Sosa had the whole city, boy. You remember when that bang came out on King Day? You couldn't stand on no blocks unless it was like that, bang. The drill, it was a real drill outside, and that's when a lot of people died. So they like to blame Sosa. I wouldn't blame Sosa. He just rapping what was going on. Shit, this was going on, but it made him I ain't gonna lie, I can't lie to you, man. 2013, when that shit dropped, Bang. When Bang dropped, Cam?
End of 2011.
If you listening to that shit, bro, that shit make you wanna go slide and go kill somebody. So I was understanding a lot of shit that's going on, cause you off that Sosa and I don't phone them. And they off them drugs, shorties off them pills. They smoking this, it was loud. They smoking,
Young, our system came
boy, they ass out here going crazy with guns. Stupid motherfuckers with guns don't mix, man. On the guys. You hear me?
Did you ever go on tour with Chief Keef or anything?
Not with Sosa. I had went on a little, we did Shop Out Southwest. What was that, like 2 years ago? I had did it with Dirk, no.
You ain't see Fredo? You seen
Fredo? I was with Fredo, no. R.I.P. Fredo, that's my boy. He was showing mad love. My boy, Carlito, he was on OTF at the time and shit, But yeah, I was with Buka Puda. The whole gang, we was on the Sprinter and shit, just getting wild and shit. So yeah, I liked that experience. That made me that was motivation for me too. Like I want to do this with my niggas too,
Well, hopefully you guys link back up, man. I think it was Hustle Hard when I was, doing my research and everything, man. I was like, yo, you guys been, doing it for a minute.
Yeah, that's facts. We're gonna tie back in. We tied back in already, so that's in motion, so.
Sure.
How did you meet L.A. Capone?
L.A. from the block. He been around since 600 been around. L.A. Day one 600 member. Shit, L.A. ain't even had no hair. That shit was, L.A. had a little fro that man. Skinny as hell, you hear me? Hopping off the bus, they had went to Dunbar, we went to Diet and shit.
How old were you when you were going to that school?
Shit, I don't know. I went there since a freshman. I dropped out though, shit. Cause shit, we had too much friction with Shorty right there. It's right there on 51st and Kings Ride, we had a lot of friction with Young Money and shit at the time, so it was too much going to school and taking pipe to school and shit. It wasn't gonna work. So I dropped out of there. I ended up going to alternative school and some more shit,
So, recently I interviewed Slim 400. He's an up-and-coming rapper from Compton, and he was telling me like, over there they got like schools, like if it's like in a Crip hood, you know, like it's mostly Crips, and he was a blood, you know, he would go to a Crip school, and, you know, he had to deal with a lot of drama. You went to Compton High.
Yeah, I did.
What was that like for you?
It was rough, bro. You got to think like I'm a Damu. You feel me? So being a blood, being a Paru, going to a Crip school, it ain't cool.
So Compton High is
It's
a
a
Crip
Crip
school.
school. You feel me? So my neighborhood is behind Compton High. On the opposite, you got the main block is Compton Boulevard. So on one side of Compton Boulevard, that's where the Crips at, and on the Crip side, that's the Crip school. I'm on the opposite side of Compton Boulevard, which is the blood side, the Paru side. That's my side. So I had to walk from my hood, cross over into they section, and walk to school. You know, you got niggas banging on you. You feel me? You got fights. You know what I'm saying? People pulling guns, and you gotta have your homies come and meet you and pick you up. I was just going through all type of things. But when you a certain person coming up, you know certain people. So they ain't always beefing with you. But it's certain Crips gonna beef with you. So it was cool for me to go there, but I had tension because people they don't like that I'm a blood. But it was certain Crips that had my back, like, hey, cuz, don't trip. I got you, don't trip. They ain't gonna do nothing, woo. You can't depend on that, cause like, bro, they gonna get your ass one of these days. But in reality, that's how I was able to stay that 1 year. You see what I'm saying? So I went through my little fights and didn't go to school one day, ditching a lot of days, and still graduated on time, but went through my little bullshit because I chose to go to that school, and my mom and them thought it was a joke. You see what I'm saying? So I had to just switch my addresses and go to a blood school.
Yeah, they gonna get on your ass. They gonna get on your ass. You gotta be prepared for that. That's what I'm saying. And then at time, yeah, we still shorty. So picture that. We ain't driving. We gotta get on the bus and walk, make it back to the hood. We gotta make it way back to 59. We on 51st. These niggas outside the building every day on that, you know? So you know we gotta match their aggression. So that shit just wasn't no good situation. But high school was fun though, other than the bullshit. I'll do it again. Shit, my high school years was busting.
Who did you go to school with?
Yeah, I went to school with a lot of motherfuckers. Sosa went to diet. He went to diet with us. Sasha Go Hard went to diet. Ball Out went to diet. Everybody went to diet. Everybody, that motherfucker right in the middle of everybody hood. You gotta go to diet. Shit, or Dunbar or motherfucking Phillips, one of them bogus ass schools. Everybody touched them schools, man. That's how I know everybody. Gotta touch these bogus ass schools, and you know, that's how that's going.
Do you have any stories from school with, like, you know, Chief Keef or any of the other guys?
Man, I got a lot of stories. Like, ain't nothing specific. For them know what they know, man. I've been around. I don't even keep up with that type of shit. On my son, like, nigga, you know what you know. I've been around, 10 plus. We move like that. You blood. You feel me? I don't keep tabs of that type of shit. It's so much crazy shit go on where I'm from, bro. Hell no, I can't just point nothing specific out. Cause shit, some gonna outweigh that. That ain't crazier than that. All this shit crazy. But everything I'm saying, facts though, bro. You can check the credentials and shit. You know, I don't do no back. That's why I don't be saying a lot of shit to back up what I'm saying, cause it's facts. I don't gotta do too much.
Nah, I hear you.
That ain't for you, Cam. That's for the fans who watching. Go do y'all research. No doubt.
I try to do quite a bit, man. I think I seen somewhere you shot L.A. Capone's first video.
Yeah, facts. But I ain't never dropped the shit because somebody stole my computer or some shit. Crackhead stole the computer out my mama's car and shit. She left my laptop in the car. They busted one and stole the computer. Bro was so mad at me and shit. Cause it was his first. I had shot that murder. That was his first video. What shit? So he ended up getting it reshot by whoever reshot it. You know, the one that's out. But I ended up shooting. I was shooting it first and shit. Cause I was fucking with the camera and shit too. A lot of people don't know that. I do that shit. I do everything, bro. I record, camera work, shit, photography, whatever you want. Shit, I'm very, very creative, bro. So yeah, bro, know what I do. So he asked me to shoot for him, and I said, shit, so go. We shot that shit right on 59th. Everybody was outside. I ain't gonna lie, everybody was outside. So I felt mad. I felt bad that I lost the clips and shit, cause I'm damn, bro. I know you wanted them scenes. It was bust. You caught everybody outside, you know? It would have been real classic, but that shit still came out nice, bro, you know? Bro was mad at me, though. He was salty. He, damn, bro, what's up with the video? Folks, clips gone, gang.
What was it like working with him at such a young age?
Shit, that was my boy, man. Like, shit, it was good. it was raw working with him, cause I remember like helping him, like, you know, cause bro, like, you ever see somebody start and perfect something? Cause he wasn't rapping that long. Bro got right in this shit, cause he seen he play with his words too. And he seen that he can do that shit, and he got right in this shit and perfected that shit. So it was raw to me, cause I seen you do that. I just seen you start and I seen you going crazy, and so I'm damn. And I'm recording him and shit like that. I don't know, he was recording at the other little spots and shit, but I was recording a lot of that shit. That's on the Separated Myself mixtape. I was recording a lot of bro vocals and shit, cause I was the only one in the hood and really knowing how to do that shit. It was a couple of motherfuckers, but I had that quality. Like, I always been doing that shit. But that's my brother, man. Long live LA. I got a lot of memories with that, man. That's a funny motherfucker, you hear me? That nigga.
Yeah, that's what I've seen that other people talk about that in interviews. Is there any funny stories or anything you can share?
Nah, he crazy. I could just say that man crazy, man. Long live I don't force no. That's why I go crazy though, cause you know, if he was down here and he the type of nigga, he not letting no fool shit on his nose. And he kind of make me be like that too, cause I used to let a lot of shit slide. I see niggas do fool shit and I wouldn't say nothing, cause I'm just like that. Like, all right, I'll weep you, but folks gonna call you out on everything. If you don't, on phone him, you take too long to pass the weed, he on your ass. He, bro, what is it? He don't play, he on phone, he on your ass. So I picked that out, like, don't hold your tongue about nothing. Speak your mind. So LA was like that. That's my brother.
Yeah, as you guys are coming up, you know, you guys are all rapping and everything. He's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger, man. What was it like seeing him, you know, starting to take off and everything?
Shit, like I just told you, bro, that shit was raw to me. That shit was epic. I was with it. I was right there with him. You know what Herbo say? How you know? Cause I was right there with him. Oh, no. That's my brother. So if LA would have been here, we would have been there. That's what I'm saying. A lot of shit did change when LA died. A lot of motherfuckers don't. That's a hard pill to swallow, cause he was so young. But that man, you know, a lot of shit did change when LA died.
Yeah, man. When did you hear? How did you hear about him passing away?
Shit, I got that call, man. I got a call, man. That shit just was. I was in shock. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I had to sleep on that shit, wake up, and realize this shit for real. Damn. Cause we had lost a couple guys already. I was still fucked up from shit. So I was getting real numb. Like, you know, I don't know if I could describe that feeling. I was real numb, but I'm still out here. So it was kind of making me react a little way that I won't usually react. I was catching myself out here tweaking, you know? You know how you gotta get your shit together? Cause I love that man for real. That would fuck me up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. He's talented, man. I liked his music, man. He was had a bright future. What were some things that you seen after he passed away?
I seen a lot, like I just said, a lot of shit changed. I seen a lot of motherfuckers expose their hand and shit, you know? Not even that, and you would think like how, cause he's so young. What LA was when he died, 17? How old was LA when he died? Some shit like that. He was so young, right? So that impact that he left was so big though, so I was tweaking off that shit. And a lot of the guys, you know, who I looked up to and shit, you know, exposed their hand. Cause it was like, ain't nobody that'll not call nobody on their shit, you know? Like LA was doing, it was getting quiet. So a lot of shit started being back to fluky, you know? So I'm damn, you gotta deal with that shit, and that's a hard pill to swallow too, you know? But you know me, I just stay out the way, bro. I don't be drawing off shit, man.
What were the early years like for 600? You said you were one of the original members, so
yeah,
you were there right when it formed?
Yeah, for sure. That shit was like, it was treacherous like every other hood shit. Couple, you know, young boys, you know, from a neighborhood where there's poverty. And it ain't much to work with, shit. So you should already know how that was going. Shit, we ain't had really too much to do but get into bullshit. It ain't like we got no motherfucking, we can't walk into University Records downtown, or we ain't got no motherfucking gymnasiums on the corner or no motherfucking, we don't got that shit. You got abandoned lots, corner stores, liquor stores, weed mans on the corner and projects, and you know, you got them niggas from the other side. So you gotta choose. That's how that went. Cause like I said, like I never chose this shit chose me, bro. You gotta adapt to this shit. If you from this shit, you gonna adapt to this shit. For sure.
So you felt like you were born into it, and it was like something you had to go through.
Shit, nah, you ain't born. When you born, you know you innocent. What I'm saying is like when you growing up in poverty, like this all you seeing every day. Like if I was brought up somewhere, where you at in LA, with the palm trees and shit, I know something different. Maybe I know this ain't life. But this, if you come up in Chicago and all you know is losing motherfuckers and violence and your family members locked up or whatever it is, there's a lot of negative energy come out this motherfucker. So you gonna adapt to negativity, you feel me? And it's gonna be like normal. It ain't gonna be shit. I done seen motherfuckers get their shit knocked off and they wasn't none to me. I went home and slept because you know what? I done seen this shit so much. Let the police handle that shit. I'm at peace with this shit. I'm numb to this shit. I done lost a lot of my guys who I'll be right here with, and tomorrow you ain't here no more. We putting you on the ground. Picture that, and I'm a young ass little boy, and now I'm 26. I don't give a fuck about nothing. My heart is, you know?
Him on your back pocket.
It's like that, bro.
How old were you when you first seen someone get killed?
Boy, I was over there in my daddy hood out west. He from the projects. I seen a nigga, they from the K-Town, 19, Carlo for some shit, yeah. They call that Wild 9 right now. So they got some buildings called the Square. I'm a shorty. I always had like, my pops was a hustler. So I always had like little mini bikes, motorcycles and shit. I was one of them shorties like, so I'm riding my shit through the projects. I'm the only shorty got a motorcycle with gas. You gotta put gas in this bitch, not that little electric shit. Man, I'm like 8 years old, you feel me? So they know I was showing them having paper. You had some shit like that. Back in the day, you having paper. My daddy kept me with like all type of shit like that. I had like 4, 5 bikes as a shorty coming up. So I'm always in his hood. He only comfortable letting me ride in his hood because he don't gotta watch me. That's how he felt, this his shit. So I'm riding around one day and shit. I'm doing my dailies, you know, I'm riding around, getting $1 from every hustler on the corner. On phone them, I see a nigga, they come running through. They had like a little back, little motherfucking vacant lot. It was always vacant. Projects, you know, they don't fix shit. It was raggedy lot. Some niggas come with white tees, masks, like t-shirts over their face, running through the lot. I'm on my bike, I stop the bike. They run right past me. They blowing at the niggas standing in front of the building. Like, man, the building close as fuck, we in the buildings. If you've been in projects before, you know each building, and them bitches ain't far apart. So if you by one building shooting at the next building, them bitches close. So them bitches flying past me, boy. I'm having to be like 8 years old. I'm just sitting there on my bike in shock. I wasn't scared of shit because you can't even believe this shit going on. So they blowing at the niggas across the building, they hit one of the niggas in the head. Nigga fell. Them niggas ran back through the lot. I ride on my son, this how I went. I keep riding my bike, they can't see it happen. I ride back around to the building where they just shooting at. The nigga laid out, one in his head, and they popped one of my pop's other homies like in the leg. The nigga who died was one of my pop's close friends. I seen him get killed.
At 8 years old.
RIP every T, man, for sure.
How did that affect you?
I was fucked up. Like I said, like I ain't even know what the fuck, like when them bitches ringing off, I know that shit was loud, but I'm like, what the fuck going on? I ain't never seen, you only see that shit in the movies when you 8 years old. That's like when I was first exposed to this shit, like, you know? That shit hit home, cause the nigga who died was like my uncle. Him and my pops like close friends, so that shit hit home.
Oh, so you knew the guy that got killed?
Yeah, he was my pop's best friend. My pop's from right there. So they ops came through there blowing at them, hit his homie in the head. While I'm right there, sitting on my mini bike.
What'd your family say to you after that?
Shit, my family, my pops know he was fucked up behind that because he know like my son seen that. He know what he know. He was out there that day. Just so happened he wasn't in right there when it went on, but I'm out there with my pops, you know, so I told him like, Pops, I seen it. Kind of fucked the shit up. I remember that day like yesterday. They put him in a car trying to rush to the hospital. He was already checked.
growing up in this environment, you know, seeing all the, you know, the bullets and the death, and, you know, what's the closest you've been to being shot?
I've been in a couple situations, you know, but I'm here, so I don't even speak on that shit.
How old were you when you met Rondo?
Shit, I don't know, bro. We was so, like I said, when 600 was formed, I was like 13, 14. So
So he was right there too?
he was right there, for sure. Yeah, they was there. They was there. He was a little boy. That's my little bro. So yeah, I seen him do what he do. So yeah, all that shit was crazy. And my boys.
When did you start doing music with Rondo?
Shit. When Rondo first decided he wanted to rap, cause shit, he came out of nowhere doing music too. He saw us doing music, like they came up under us and shit. So we, you know, they was around that shit. He seen me doing that shit, so he like, look, big bro, help me do that shit. He asked me to help him do that shit. And that's what I did. I had a cameraman named Prince Films and shit. I helped him, you know, link him with him, like start shooting his first early videos and had him slide. Him in LA used to slide and shit, record they vocals. Or it'd be Tay in LA or shit. We used to just move like that. We just be recording, working. I'd keep them like off bullshit, you know? Cause we'd be a lot of like hanging around. So I'd be, let's get in the studio. I stayed on their ass, them ass.
Did you know King Von?
Yeah, I know Von, he from the O. I know the whole. His daddy from Ada Park. I'm from Ada Park. Shit, they love King Von, but where I'm from. But yeah, I met him in Park with him and Tay was like this. You know me and Tay, we was like this and shit. I always used to be at Tay crib. He used to be at Tay crib and shit. So that's when I started like getting a real relationship with him and shit. He always been from Parkway and shit, but you know, that wasn't my crowd. But I always knew him. It was always love. It was all love. It's my boy though, R.I.P. Von.
Yeah, R.I.P. Von, definitely. In 2013-14, Rondo posted a picture of himself holding a rocket launcher to his IG. What'd you guys think about that? Back in the day.
Shit, that's how he is. He like that. Shit, that's 9.
Okay.
You gotta know what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I seen, the cops was all over him, and
That's just 9, for that ain't nothing though. Free him though. Free the guys, man.
definitely. How's Rondo doing? How's his appeal coming?
He good. I ain't heard nothing about the appeal and shit though. But every time I talk to him, high spirits and shit. He sounding good and shit. He ain't off no drugs and shit, so sound good to me. I be telling him like, bro, you sound like you got your mind right. See, they too.
See they too. You guys still keep in contact with everybody?
It's Blue Moon. They call, they check in. I get 3-way calls. They be random and shit, but bro, them check in. That's all that be matter. Like, I be telling them just check in, bro. But you know, I don't know how they. I ain't in there doing them jersey numbers and shit, you know. So I don't be knowing what bro them head at. I don't be expecting them to call every day, you know. Motherfucker going through it, boy. That shit not no. That's what the world think this shit about, some clout and all this shit, real life picture of your motherfucking brother. Just, go on for some, like, fuck, turn all the cameras off and act like these ain't who they is. These is real humans. We still people, man. Motherfucker doing 38, 40 years, that ain't even human. How the fuck? But you know.
Recently, I interviewed Bo Deal, and we were talking about how, fans just expect rappers to change just because they get a little money or fame, or kind of expect them to stop getting in trouble.
Right.
How hard do you think it is for somebody to change like that, coming from the streets?
Shit, that's a real transition. It ain't sweet, cause if this your lifestyle before the check came, how the fuck you expect me to stop something I've been doing? Like, that's all I know. Before, niggas get label situations and deals and shit, but before that shit, how you gonna feed your family? For them people came knocking with this money shit, you still gotta get it. So now that the money here, you expect me to just, shit, it's like a habit. Bad habits you can't break. Like niggas still be in the streets after they sign deals. Not saying I believe in that shit or nothing like that, cause you know I believe in making, when you get out of here, you make it out. I don't wanna come back to this shit. I'm gonna come back and get my people. But ain't no more coming back here. That's my whole point of doing what I do, to get the fuck out of here. So yeah, but as far as changing, that shit hard, cause shit, motherfucker be real street niggas. I really was in that trap, so what, I got a record deal. So what, I still got this phone ringing. This motherfucker doing 10 a day. You think I'm finna just stop that? You feel me? Shit like that. So niggas get caught up in the streets and shit. It be fluky shit, but gotta use your head, you know? Use your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes money make it worse, man. For real. Money can make it worse sometimes, you know?
Hey, you ain't wrong, guys.
Money can make shit worse, you know? For real. Sometimes motherfuckers wish they ain't even had that money, man. For real.
For sure.
Just go back to old days, just, you know, how y'all used to be just cool and a lot of motherfuckers still alive, you know? Fuck that money shit, man.
But yeah, the money is always good, though. We love the money.
Yeah, you know that.
The money always good, though. But yeah, for sure.
Over the years, rapping and everything, man. Did you guys ever turn down any record deals or anything?
Shit, not no major, hell no. Some bullshit like Chicago-ass record label shit, hell yeah. Some shit I don't need, I could do myself. I done turned down a couple of them situations. If it ain't beneficial, like. But not no motherfucking Epic Records, Columbia, Sony, nothing like that, nah. I'm waiting on that.
I interviewed a dude named Peso out of Texas, and you know he turned down some deals because he wanted to stay independent. Are you trying to stay independent, or are you trying to sign to a major?
It depends on what they talking. That's never a right or wrong answer. Shit, if it's a better situation for you, shit. If they ain't talking what you doing already, if they talking about signing you for what you doing in the streets off your name alone, what the fuck I need you for? To get ends, a percentage or what? No. If they coming, they gotta come correct. That be the whole thing, you feel me? That be the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, getting some money and being able to take care of everything.
Yeah. Some niggas make more than what the labels pay you on the streets, so they be like, fuck a deal. Fuck you want me to send my life over to you for $100,000? I just made $300K last week. You gonna own all my masters? You crazy as hell. So I be feeling motherfuckers too. There gotta be a nice situation, you know. If the deal right, we gonna wheel right. The wheel right, the deal right, you know. So.
Yeah, them streams, and you know, there's a lot of money to be made right now. It seems like a little easier than my days when, you know, we used to have to sell CDs out of the truck.
Call me Dotarachi 2 out right now, man. Them streams. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. That's why I'm independent, you know. And I make this shit look easy, so I make a lot of niggas wanna rap, you know. Shorty know who coming up under me, they seeing me doing this shit. I ain't never put my John Hancock on nothing. I'm having this shit and driving this shit, and I could do what I want to do. I ride around Chicago, do what the fuck I want to do every day. So niggas love that, and they see I ain't got no machine behind me, and they just be like amazed by that shit. And I be telling niggas, you could do this shit, bro. I just play with my words, and I'm just so happy from the streets, and people love me. So it ended up working for me, you know?
I hear you. Man, this was a dope interview, man.
For sure. Go follow my new Instagram, man. Dotarachi45FG, man. They done flag my shit. They always got my dick in their mouth, hacking my shit, hacking YouTube pages, and I know who doing that shit too, you bitch ass niggas. We gonna kill one of y'all bitch ass niggas too, cause niggas know that's how we feed our people. They wanna see us lose, man. But y'all can't even stop this shit, you dick sucking ass niggas. But look, Cam, I fuck with you. Go follow my brother, 45, King Sumo. Y'all gonna see him 2021, shorty on niggas' ass, man. You know, Wild Hunters, 8 Park. Y'all know what the fuck going on in our family, you know. Shorty up next. I got now, he got next, 45. So Cam, you gonna see shorty next on your shit.
And I appreciate you.
For sure.